shit. Willie Silly, man. AKA Mr. Take It Easy. Playing the life easy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 creepy real stories with photos and video footage. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mr. Nightmare, man, has been on a freaking roll, dude. You know what I mean? He's been on a freaking roll. You know what I mean? Honestly. And I feel like Mr. Nightmare, you should do this more often. You know what I mean? I feel like you should do this more often. 3 creepy real stories with photos and video footage. I feel like we need to see the video footage, man. Sometimes I get tired of hearing all the talking and the imagining. You know, when I watch videos, I don't want my brain to work. You know what I mean? I want to be brainless. So, you know, when you be talking, I be having to imagine what be going on. So it's like my brain be working while I be trying to watch the video. And I don't like that. Said, dude, Fern. How about dude, shut up?
Mark was a college student living in Indiana. His house was quiet and sat next to some woods.
And don't tell me what to do, or whatever your name is, bro.
Today, everything felt normal. But at night, the woods made the place feel strange. Behind his house, under the patio, there was a hot tub. That's where everything happened. It was Saturday night, March 29th.
That's where everything happens. What's everything happen? That's where everything's happens. Where everything, what going on in the hot tub that we don't know about?
Tub. That's where everything happened. It was Saturday night, March 20th.
You say you demand? You say you demand? Dude, I demand for Fern reactions. I demand for him to get timed out right now. That's what I demand. I demand for him to get timed out for like 600 seconds. I demand that for sure. Yeah, I demand that. You know what I mean? That's what I demand. I demand that. I told you, bro, you don't want no problem with me, guy. You know, as I told you, you don't want no problem with me. So I demand you to get timed out for like 600 seconds. And guess what? If you come back again, demanding-ish, I demand a ban.
Hot tub. That's where everything happened.
What about me, guy?
It was Saturday night, March 29th, around 12:30 a.m. Spring break was ending and school was starting again soon.
Stop break?
Mark had his 3 close friends over, Kyle, Keenan, and Derek. They were spending one last night hanging out. They were in the garage playing pool, blasting music, and drinking. Everyone was laughing and having fun. It felt like a good night. After a while, Kyle said they should go in the hot tub. It was cold outside, so the warm water sounded even better. Everyone agreed. They got changed into swim trunks, grabbed their drinks, and went into the hot tub. The warm water felt good as they talked, made jokes, and didn't pay attention to the time. Then they heard something. It was the sound of sticks breaking, like footsteps coming from the woods. It didn't sound like an animal, it sounded like a person. They all went quiet and looked around. Keenan tried to calm everyone down and said it was probably nothing. The others laughed, but it was more to stop feeling nervous. They turned the music up louder and tried to keep talking. About 10 minutes later, a man walked out of the woods. He stepped into the light from the patio. He was wearing a long black coat, white sweatpants, and a gaming headset. His eyes were wide, and his face didn't show any feeling. Everyone jumped. They yelled at him and asked who he was and what he was doing. The man raised his hands and said his name was Seth.
What your name is, Seth? Name is Seth. See, look, one thing, one thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, man, look, I'm not even finna, like, it's just like, when it comes to random people, I'm just the type of person, I'm not the type of person that's going to try to get to know you first. You know what I mean? For me, you got to get to know me. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, if I don't know you, bro, I'm not going to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak to you. I know there's a lot of people like that. I'm not the type of person to start a conversation with somebody. So for me, I don't give a dang your name's Seth. You know what I'm saying? Why the freak are you in our backyard, bro? You know what I'm saying? Why are you back here? You're on property right now, Seth. You know what I'm saying? So nobody gives a dang about your name being Seth. Nobody gives a dang about none of that, bro. Get the freak out of our backyard, nigga.
33 years old, and he heard them laughing and wanted to join. The guys just looked at each other, confused. Mark told him to leave, but he didn't listen.
Bro.
Instead, Seth took off his coat, then his shoes, and then his pants.
Bruh, oh, this is the actual photo of this nigga? Bro, you got like 3 niggas Bro, it's like 3 niggas, bro. Man, if you don't beat the brakes off Seth, I would have beat the brakes off Seth.
Instead, Seth took off his coat, then his shoes, and then his pants.
What the
He was now in only his underwear. Then he got into the hot tub. No one knew what to say. Mark pulled out his phone and started recording, not for fun, but because the whole thing felt unreal. This was the footage he captured.
Wait, I saw the dream right there. What was over here?
They started asking Seth questions, like where he came from and if he knew.
Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like, this nigga, imagine y'all, you in your hot tub, right? You in a hot tub, and a nigga come out of nowhere in the woods and jump in your hot tub with drawers on. Nigga, I'm not laughing. See, look, I'm one of them cats, bro. I'm not faking it with you, bro. Like, if I'm disturbed by something you did, bro, you gonna know I'm disturbed. If I don't like, bro, what you did, you gonna know it, bro. So, like, with me, bro, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I ain't laughing with you, bro. I ain't, cause for me, bro, I don't trust you or nothing, gang. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know you. I don't trust you. It's kind of weird, bro, that you just came out of nowhere, bro, in the middle of the woods, bro, and jumped in my hot tub, bro, with drawers on. So, like, for me, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, gang. Like, I'm probably gotta bust your head off. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, bro. You know, for me, I ain't gonna talk with you. I ain't gonna be like, hey, bro, get out of my hot tub. Hey, bro, what's your name? Hey, man, hey, Seth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me, bro. You feel me? I'm clutching that thing. You know what I mean? I'm clutching that thing trying to make something jangling. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. They different. They different from me. You feel me? But don't come in my backyard, bro, and hop in my hot tub with your drawers on, nigga. Like I know you was something. You feel me? I told you, but my trust messed up, but my head messed up, gang. You feel me? I ain't a normal person. My junk messed up, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You better get the freak out my lawn, bro, before I leave on this lawn. You feel me? Man, that's word up. So I ain't one of them fake cats. I ain't one of them laughing and giggling on. Hey, this ain't funny to me, bro. A random nigga coming to my hot tub with drawers on. I don't know you, bro.
They started asking Seth questions,
said 911,
like where he came from,
put on
and if he
911.
knew anyone there. He just kept saying he heard them laughing and wanted to hang out. Then he said something really disturbing. He said he had molested a child. That changed everything, obviously. The guys jumped out of the hot tub and started yelling at him to leave. They pulled him out of the water. Seth didn't try to stop them. He just stood there, dripping wet and staring. Then he slowly walked back into the woods without saying anything. The group ran inside and locked all the doors. Some of them laughed nervously, trying to shake it off, but Mark and Kyle didn't feel okay. They felt like it wasn't over. About 15 minutes passed. Kyle said they should go back out to lock the hot tub. Mark said okay. So they got flashlights and stepped outside. That's when Mark saw something next to the hot tub. It was a phone. He picked it up and saw the screen light up. Whatever was on the lock screen made him drop the phone. He didn't say what it was, but it scared him. He said he thought Seth would come back, so they ran inside and told the others. Everyone tried to stay calm. Then they heard a tapping sound on the window. Mark already knew who it was. He opened the curtain, and wouldn't you know it, Seth was standing right there. His face was pale, his eyes were wide open, and he had a creepy smile. He didn't say anything, he didn't move, he just stared. Mark yelled for Kyle. Kyle ran in and called the police. Mark grabbed a bat and went to the front door. He yelled for Seth to leave and take his phone. Seth didn't answer. Instead, he slowly walked around the side of the house. Mark followed a little bit and looked through the patio window. Seth was standing there again, staring inside.
Bro, y'all different. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, you got some soft. Hey, I appreciate the sub, bro, but I'm gonna keep it real with you, gang. Like, bro, like, y'all got some soft friends, bro. What type of friends like y'all got? I ain't gonna lie, me and my partners, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, bro, I'm like, it's not even no cap and jump, bro. Bro, I would have been dead, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, like, it's like to the point. It's like, bro, we don't play that. I don't know, bro. Like, y'all friend group, y'all, I don't know. Like, me and my partner, bro, we slumping. You know, that's just us, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, we not best bleed in the house, bro, all pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, we probably would have dead you, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it G with you, bro. I would have shot you, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, we not scared of none of that, bro. I ain't gonna cap. How I look at you, bro, it's like you a human, bro. You feel me? So all that look creepy, wide open, smiling jump, bro. I'm not calling no police, gang. You feel me? I'm keep it real with you. I ain't calling no police, bro. Like, I'm gonna debt you, bro, and then I'll call 12 after that. You feel me? But it's like, since I want you to, like, come in this house, play crazy. I know I'm a debt you, bro. I ain't got my gun for no reason, bro. That's why I be trying to tell folk, bro. I ain't got this gun to show. I ain't got, like, I'm a debt you, bro. For real. I'm gonna kill you, bro. I'm offing, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. And I ain't shooting for legs, bro. I'm not shooting for none of that, bro. I'm trying to debt you, bro. Keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the freak you is, and then you telling me you just molested a child, bro. I don't know who the freak this nigga is, bro. You feel me? I don't know this man from a can of paint. So, bro, crazy. So I got a debt, bro, for real.
Mark told them the cops.
All them dudes in the house, and you let one man self-scare y'all, bro. What type of friend group y'all got, bro? I was like, but y'all different from mine, but we definitely ain't running. We ain't doing nothing. We open them doors, bro. We finna get on Seth's heels, for real. Seth would have been the dead guy. That's not even on no YouTube-ish.
Seth was standing there again, staring inside.
I'm like, all them niggas y'all got in the house, bro, y'all scared of one man, bro. Like, bro, you don't get on my face with all that, bro. We finna, bro.
Mark told them the cops were coming and that he needed to leave, but Seth didn't move. He just slowly raised his hand and waved once. Then he turned and walked back into the woods. The police arrived a few minutes later. The guys told them everything. The officers searched the woods and found Seth standing alone, just looking toward the house. They arrested him for trespassing, and everyone thought it was over. But Mark didn't feel that way. A few days later, he saw a post on Snapchat from a girl who lived nearby. It was a video. It showed another man, not Seth, trying to break into her house late at night. That's what bothered Mark the most. It meant Seth might not be the only one out there. There could be more. They could be connected, and they might not be done.
You said, I think it's a sin to kill in self-defense. I'm gonna go and tell you about this, bro. You know what I mean? Because I know, me being a Christian, I know that people like you exist, bro. It already time you out, man. But it's like people done killed in the Bible. We can go from David. So I guess David's saying too, when he killed Goliath. We can go from tons of people who killed in the Bible, bro. When he says, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not murder, bro. Innocent blood that's what he's talking about, bro. It talks about that in the Bible. Because if you do not know, you say he's not wrong. So God killed people. You know God killed people, right? God flooded the whole earth. So when he said thou shalt not murder, that talking about innocent blood. Innocent blood. Going out there killing people for no reason. That's what he's talking about. But plenty of people killed in the Bible. God used people for wars. David killed people. A lot of people kill people in the Bible, bro. It talks about that. So it's like, how y'all be talking is like, do you read the word like you think you do? That's what I say, bro. When it comes to the word, you can't. If you don't read it, bro, don't try to talk to me about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That don't try to talk to me. I mean, it's just for me, bro. If somebody try to kill me, if somebody harm me, bro, I'm going to kill them. It just is what it is. Because you know why? That's not innocent blood. So how about read the Bible, bro? Understand the word, bro, and then come back to me, bro. Honestly, because there's plenty of people that kill people in the Bible. Plenty of people. So when you say thou shalt not kill, you know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill. You feel me? Talking about innocent blood. Innocent blood. Think God gonna judge me, bro, for killing somebody that's trying to kill me, trying to harm me? What you think I'm gonna do? Just let him kill me? Yeah, just kill me. You know what I mean? Kill me. Yeah, kill me. Yeah, kill me. Just stab me. shoot me. Just do it. Just kill me. All right, bro. One thing about God, bro, the God I serve is an understanding God, and God know I ain't out here just going out killing people. That's what he talking about, going out there killing people, innocent blood. I ain't going out there killing people, bro. So I just had to break that down to you. When he said thou shalt not kill, he's talking about innocent blood, bro. There's plenty of people in the Bible, bro, that killed, bro, for a reason. Even God been killed for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's talking about, bro. For a reason. God flooded the earth because you know why? The earth was so wicked. It was so wicked, so he freaking flooded the earth. Millions done died. You know what I mean? Straight like that, bro. So all killing ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say killing because like I said, killing, but, you know what I mean? But all killing ain't wrong in a sense. That's all I can say. All killing ain't wrong in a sense. Some killing justified. Self-defense, that's justified, bro. War, justified. Because you had war been going on, bro. You know what I mean? How the United States Army, how the Russians and all that. Certain killing is justified, bro. You know what I
mean? 3 high school friends.
So you don't understand for real. So if you want to know more about the word, bro, if you want to understand more, just holla at me, bro. Holla at me. You know what I mean? But innocent blood, he even talks about that in the word. I forgot what scripture. Innocent blood. You know what I'm saying? Innocent blood.
Beck.
Even in the streets, bro, you killing innocent people. You killing innocent people even in the streets. Because you know why? Like, okay, look, that dude didn't kill your family. He didn't kill your family, but guess what? You going out, look, guess what? You going out searching for him. The dude that killed your cousin, you going out searching for him. So now you killed him. That's innocent blood. That's innocent blood. You going out killing the person that killed your family. That's innocent blood because you know why? He ain't try to kill you. He ain't did nothing to you. So that's why so much be happening. That's why, you know what I'm saying, this and that be happening, bro. Innocent people, bro. It's innocent blood.
Matthew and Tyler.
You said trying to kill them. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. No, they ain't. In the streets. No, they ain't. All these dudes in the streets is killing each other, bro, because of revenge. Revenge. Simple as that. People in the streets killing each other because of revenge. Not because they're trying to kill. Killing revenge. It ain't self-defense. Self-defense, bro, is like this nigga Seth. A nigga trying to harm you physically. If a nigga shooting at you, a nigga trying to harm you physically, that's self-defense. You going out looking for a nigga, that ain't self-defense. That's you going murdering an innocent person. He ain't innocent, but he out here doing dirt, but hey, he ain't try to kill you. Can't justify that, bro.
Decided to explore a sewer tunnel in their neighborhood.
God said revenge is mine. He said revenge is mine, bro. Revenge is mine. Like these dudes going out there killing each other because of revenge. He said revenge is mine. Don't worry about it because revenge is mine.
Winter and very
But you trying to take revenge in your own hands.
The tunnel was at the edge of their neighborhood under a small creek next to some office buildings. These buildings were empty and dark at night. The boys had seen the tunnel before but never went inside of it. It always looked creepy and they joked about it, but deep down...
Hey YouTube, I'm sorry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro pissed me off in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro pissed me off in the chat talking about self-defense killing is a sin, bro. He pissed me off in that chat, so I had to go freaking... You know what I'm saying? I had to go freaking school him off the world. You know, I be on fire about that junk, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, one thing about me, I ain't finna let nobody kill me. And that's just real what it is. And God understand that completely. I ain't finna let nobody kill me. Straight like that. And at the end of the day, bro, you can argue with me, bro, but you can't argue with the word, bro. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's the truth. He said revenge is mine, bro. So you going out there trying to get revenge for your dead cousin, bro, you sinning against God, whether you like it or not, bro. It is what it is, bro. Stop trying to reword it, bro. Stop trying to make your truth the truth. It ain't the truth, bro. What it say in the word, that's what it is, bro. That's the truth. That's what it says in the word, bro. What you trying to argue with me, bro? What I'm saying, he said revenge is mine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't take revenge because revenge is mine. That's what he said in the word, bro. Don't argue with me, bro. Argue with God. You got a problem with that, bro? Argue with God, bro. I ain't take revenge, bro. My cousin that got killed. 2 of my cousins got murdered, but I ain't take revenge. Because he said revenge is his, bro. Revenge is his.
Buildings. These buildings were
I'm trying to hear about none of that, bro.
Night. The boys had seen the tunnel before, but never went inside of it. It always looked creepy, and they joked about it, but deep down they were curious. That night, they finally decided to go in. They brought sleds with them, thinking it would help if someone asked what they were doing. They knew they weren't allowed to be there, but they wanted to do something exciting. Just as they pulled into the parking lot, a police car showed up. A police officer got out and asked what they were doing there. Someone had apparently seen them on the security camera. Tyler quickly said that they were just going sledding. The officer looked at them for a moment, then told them to leave. So they left, but only for a little while. After driving around...
Bro said I'm tripping for telling the truth. They say Jay tripping because I'm telling the truth. Yeah. Guess I'm tripping then. I guess God tripping then too. Jay tripping. Right, I'm tripping. Yeah, right.
Leave. So they left,
but
only for a little while. After driving around for about 30 minutes, they came back. This time, they parked farther away, behind a building where no one could see them. They walked down a hill behind the buildings. They could see their breath in the cold, crisp air. They stood in front of the tunnel, noting how big, round, and completely dark inside it was. They turned on their flashlights and walked in.
Turn off your light, everybody. Okay. Dude, this is oh, look at the date, dude. Oh,
6/19/19.
dude, 19.
what is y'all walking in a tunnel for, bro?
Dude, I can't.
Dude, how did we even find this?
Did.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we already know who these is. Dude, let's go walk down the tunnel.
The ground was dry. It was quiet, except for the sound of water dripping deeper in. The walls had graffiti all over them. Most of it looked old, but one thing caught their eye. A date was spray painted in large red numbers. 6/19/19. The paint looked newer than the rest, like it was done recently. That made them feel uneasy. Their flashlights weren't very strong and didn't shine very far. Still, they kept walking and acting tough, but deep down they were nervous. The farther they went, the colder it got. The temperature was dropping fast. Even though they were underground, they could still see their breath. The walls looked like they had ice on them. Big icicles hung down from the ceiling. Some were huge and sharp.
Y'all tough, right? Keep going. Tough?
Oh, I see a light down there, see it?
I think I saw moving.
Look like some eyes.
What's that?
Bro, what the freak? Like it got some eyes.
Hello?
So keep going?
Keep going.
Can we keep going?
Bro, I don't know, that light moving. Yeah, trying to act like y'all tough and all that. You ain't tough, keep going.
Dude, and these icicles can like impale you, dude. Look how like...
Holy shit.
Suddenly, a loud cracking sound echoing from further down the tunnel sends the group fleeing in fear. The sound resembled something heavy hitting stone. It wasn't any of them. The sound came from deeper inside the tunnel, too far to see. They tripped, slid, and bumped into each other as they rushed to get out. When they got outside, they were shaking and breathing hard. That's when Beck noticed his phone was missing. He had dropped it while they were running.
Shoot.
Tyler and Matthew told him to forget about it. They didn't want to go back in.
I'm telling you, forget about that phone. Telling you straight up, forget about that phone. Forget about it. If you want that phone, you go in that tunnel your dang self. Forget about that phone, man.
Tyler and Matthew.
I ain't even going down the tunnel, bro. I don't even know all that dark tunnel. I told y'all, dude, let's go in the dark tunnel. Who is it, y'all? What color is it? Who is it, y'all? Dude, let's go down the tunnel, dude. You know, let's just walk down this dark tunnel. It looked like, you know, it's fun to explore, man. You know what I mean? I really want to, you know, see what's down here, man. I don't know. I'm just getting the vibes, man. I feel like it's gonna be some good vibes just going down here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, bro. I told y'all, bro. White folks, bro, they just explore, just want to explore for no reason. Know what I mean? Just want to go down tunnels, just want to just do anything. Let's walk in the woods for fun. They ain't hiking none, just walking in the woods. I'm talking about, boy, them folks be exploring, boy, for no reason. They want to see every bit of the earth. No earth goes untouched. They want to see the top of the mountains. They want to see inside the woods. They want to see inside the tunnels. They want to see inside the sewers. Everything that's on this earth, they want to see. They want to see the bottom of the ocean, the moon, Mars. They want to go.
Forget about it. They didn't want to go back in, but Beck didn't listen. He grabbed his flashlight and started walking toward the tunnel again. The others followed, but they didn't want to. The tunnel felt different this time. It felt even darker. The air felt heavy and strange, like something was wrong. Their flashlights didn't work as well, and the silence was even worse than before. It felt like something was watching them.
I feel like
I feel like my pocket got like a little emptier over here. Like somewhere over here. Right? Now if you go over here this way.
no, dude, that's when we fucking heard the noise.
Shit, dude. Do I have to go back there?
F that phone.
First, bro.
I know, yeah, we're not leading the way. Yeah, somebody else lead the way, please.
No, it's your phone.
At some point off camera, Beck found his phone. Afterwards, the group continued deeper into the tunnel investigating. And that's when they heard a sound.
That rock, it must have hit like here or something.
What was it? Do you remember that?
Oh, shit!
Deeper into the tunnel investigating. And that's when they heard a sound.
That rock, it must have hit like here or something.
What was it? Do you remember that?
A loud scream came from deeper in the tunnel. It didn't sound like a person. It didn't sound like an animal either. It was something else. It was low and high at the same time, like more than one voice screaming together. It echoed off the walls and felt like it was getting closer. They didn't wait. They turned and ran as fast as they could. This time, no one talked, no one looked back. They just ran. They got to the car, jumped in, and drove away without stopping. The car ride back was mostly silent. The three friends thought it was over when they all got home.
What?
They were ready to move on with their lives.
Say it's not over.
But late that night,
You telling me something followed y'all, bro, from the tunnel? What?
when they all got home, they were ready to move on with their lives. But late that night,
I'll be trying to tell y'all, bro, it's certain spirits, y'all. Certain spirits, bro, follow y'all, bro. Certain spirits get attached to y'all, bro. That's why I be saying. That's why I don't play with none of that demonic ish when something feel wrong, bro. You know I listen to it. For me, I ain't going down the tunnel. I never been down the tunnel a day in my life. You know what I mean? But, you know, certain spirits attached to you. Certain spirits follow you. You know what I mean? You heard a bang the first time, then you heard a scream the second time. You know what I'm saying?
doorbell rang twice.
What? Doorbell ring twice?
On with their lives. But late that night,
Dang.
Beck's doorbell rang twice. This was at some off hour in the night. When Beck's dad went to answer the door, nobody was there.
Oh, shit. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That sound effect just scared the freak out me, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Bro, that sound effect just scared the freak out of me, bro. I heard it in my left ear. I was thinking something right beside. Oh, shoot. It's like, what the freak, nigga? I ain't gonna lie. That joke just scared the dog living crap out of me, my nigga. Now, I mean, I looked to my freaking side. I was like, what the freak, nigga? You know what I'm saying?
In the night, when Beck's dad went to answer the door, nobody was there. This, of course, begs the question, were the boys followed home that night? Or was it simply a very unfortunately timed ding-dong ditch? That remains a mystery. The night left more questions than answers for the three friends, but they all heard the noises and of course got it on video. Perhaps it was something they weren't meant to stumble upon.
Woods Encounter, submitted by Connor.
In April of 2022, a man named Connor took a construction job far from home as part of a 3-month accommodation program. The pay was decent, and he needed every dollar. He wasn't in the best place financially, and the bonus of working alongside his longtime friend Jim made the opportunity more appealing. They figured it would be a nice change of pace, extra cash, time away from home, and some peace from the chaos of everyday life. The job itself wasn't bad. A few weeks in, Ryan had adjusted well to the routine, but the area they were stationed in was remote, deep in rural countryside. There were long, winding roads with barely any signs of life. It wasn't unusual to go miles without seeing a single home. Ryan had always loved the outdoors, and he saw this isolation as a chance to unplug. Most of his coworkers blew their weekends drinking, but Ryan had different plans. He wanted solitude. He wanted quiet. So when Friday...
I like quiet too, bro, but like this type of quiet, it like this don't, like I hate this. Like it just look wrong to me, bro. Like I like quiet. Don't get me wrong. Like this type of quiet, like in my room, in my work area, quiet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but too quiet. I don't like too quiet, bro. Like I don't like being like isolated. Like I don't like people that much. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like you know, I ain't that much of a, you know, people that like being in these type of isolated conditions be crazy. Y'all remember that video I did with Fern? A little bomb maker dude. You know, I feel like people that want to be secluded like this, crazy people. I'm gonna keep it real, which I want to see some people shoot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that isolated, ain't that introverted. You feel me? Like that's just me. I like it quiet. I like being by myself. You know, to a limit, to a degree. You feel me? But being in this type of environment, this too quiet and too isolated. I'm straight. I'm cool, bro.
Rolled around, he packed his gear and prepared for a weekend of hiking and camping deep.
I'm not walking through here. You know what I mean? I'm not going through here at all. This right here, oh yeah, Jay don't do that. You know what I mean? Jay ain't walking through here. Oh no, not this right here. Oh no. I feel like in the woods, bro. I just feel like something always watching me, bro, in the woods, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I remember I filmed a little video, bro, just doing some weird. It was snowing, bro, with nothing to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go film in the woods. I don't know what the heck I was thinking that day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go deep in the woods though, nigga. Was, you know what I'm saying? I had a limit though. You know what I mean? When the woods, my neighborhood, you know, like let me go and just record a little woods video right quick. But I ain't go deep in the woods, dog.
A narrow trailhead just 5 minutes from his temporary accommodation became his entry point. Within 20 minutes, he was deep in the forest. The only sound was the wind and the crunch of his boots. He smoked a couple joints as he made his way further in, letting the stress just melt away. The isolation was comforting for him. Well, at first. Around 7 p.m., the sun began to sink behind the treetops. Shadows stretched long across the trail. Ryan knew it was time to find a place to settle. That's when he noticed something unusual. There was a scent in the air, burning firewood, and a light layer of smoke drifted between the trees. At first, it seemed normal, maybe another camper, maybe a local. But then, he caught something just barely in the corner of his vision. The faint orange glow of fire flickering through the trees. Curious and confident, Ryan left the trail and headed towards the source. He wasn't scared. He'd trained in combat sports during his teens and stayed in good shape. Still, something about this felt off to him.
I mean, I box, but, you know, that don't mean nothing. You know, one thing about me, I box, but I don't feel like I'm the toughest dude in the world. You know, I still carry guns around, you know, so, and day I'm still human. Nah, I still can die. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, having that type of training put us in more danger. Like for me being a boxer, bro, I feel like that put me in more danger than me not being a boxer. Because like the things that I do, I probably whoop a nigga so bad, the nigga start try to pull a gun. Because for me, I'm considered as a freaking weapon. You know what I mean? So niggas see me with all the techniques and all the movement and I'm doing and stuff like that. That nigga gonna be like, oh, heck no, I'm not fighting this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Gotta kill this nigga. You feel me? So, you know, I feel like this just put us more in danger, just knowing different type of combat, different type of techniques.
Stayed in good shape. Still, something about this felt off to him. As he moved closer, he began to see strange metallic glints. Shopping carts, dozens of them.
What the frick is this?
They were tied to trees with rope hanging for the branches. Some mangled and suspended in bizarre positions, like a twisted jungle gym of rusted steel. It didn't look like a campsite. It looked like a ritual site, like something meant to be seen and feared. Ryan pulled out his phone and started snapping photos. He had to prove this to his friends someday because no one would believe it otherwise.
What's that sound?
Then, something even stranger caught his eye. Hung directly above the fire was a charred, old-fashioned duck ornament. Sitting in the duck's back was a scorched baby doll. The thing was melted, its limbs warped from heat.
Dang!
Ryan took a photo of that too, but the longer he stared, the more disturbed he felt. His chest began to tighten. The fire was roaring, clearly tended to recently.
Bro, you probably came across some witchcraft jump, bro. You better get the freak up out of there, boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cop, boy. You came across some, your chest tightening and all that, but you came across some real witchcraft jump, but you better get the freak up out of there, boy.
The fire was roaring, clearly tended to recently. There were water bottles scattered around. Someone had been there, or currently was there, maybe still watching. He thought about turning around.
Hey, bro, what's that sound, my nigga? I don't hear that freaking, bro. What the freak, my nigga? Is that the instrumental, bro?
Or currently was there, maybe still watching. He thought about turning around. Thought about heading straight back to the trailhead. But something made him keep walking. He tried to convince himself it was nothing. Just some weird loner, maybe drunk. Probably harmless. Still, he checked over his shoulder more than once. 20 minutes passed, and he'd put real distance between himself and that eerie camp. but daylight was fading fast,
I
and
would've
he
got the
needed
freak up out of
firewood
that, boy.
before it got too dark. He veered off the trail again, this time to gather supplies.
I ain't gonna lie, but after seeing that, oh no, I would've got the freak up out of there, boy. Ain't gonna lie to you. That right there would've rubbed me the wrong way, nigga, seeing freaking cart baskets and, no, man, some ritual, man. Seeing a freaking dog, you know what I mean, impaled in the freaking duck's back. You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, man. What I say, brother, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, don't mess with them woods, man. Crazy people be in the woods, man. Cults be in the woods. All type of stuff be in the woods, bro. Woods, bro. Woods just like the ocean. In my opinion. Woods just like the ocean, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially at dark time, you don't know what the heck in the woods. So secluded, so, I don't know what the heck out there, boy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say, but them woods, bro, I don't play by them woods, bro.
He wasn't worried. He had emergency wood in his pack.
Somebody woods.
But not enough to last the entire night. He needed more.
Somebody woods creep me
After
out,
about
bro.
an hour of preparation, Ryan had set up his tent
Put that
and
in
built
right
a
there.
small fire. It was around 9 p.m. when he prepped a steak and potato meal in foil and nestled it in the glowing embers. He smoked another joint to dull the anxiety, and for a while, everything seemed okay again. With his meal finished and the fire crackling, Ryan settled in for the night. He turned on a pre-downloaded playlist of true crime podcasts, listening to cold case files as the forest around him darkened. There was no signal out there, no distractions, just firelight and static-filled voices recounting unsolved murders. At some point, he drifted off to sleep, but it didn't last. He woke up suddenly. The air inside his tent felt colder. The fire outside had dimmed. He checked his phone. 4 a.m. He didn't know what had woken him up until he heard it. Whistling. A slow, eerie tune carried through the trees surrounding his camp.
First thought when it came to my mind, oh shoot, that's the thing with the freaking carts and all that. Oh shoot, that was the first thing came to my mind, the freaking carts. Freaking dog. You know what I'm saying? First thing when it came to my freaking mind, boy. I be saying, boy. See what I'm saying? You say you're running. Where you running to? It's dark as heck outside, gang. What the freak you running to? The best option for you to do is stay in the tent. Ain't nowhere for you to go, nigga. That nigga in the middle of the woods, that boy is camping in the middle of the woods. No telling how far he parked. So you finna run, nigga. Probably be running for some hours, man. When these folks be camping, these folks be, I'm talking about miles away from their car. You talking about you running, man. The best thing for you to do, man, is to stay in that tent, bro. Whether you like it or not.
A slow, eerie tune carried through the trees surrounding his camp. He froze. His body wouldn't move. It was like something inside him had shut down. He lay motionless, listening as the sound crept closer.
Heck no.
Then the whistling stopped. What followed was
Got me
worse.
messed up, what?
Soft footsteps. Fast, light, and quiet, circling his tent. He couldn't see them, but he could hear them crunching twigs and shifting leaves. His heart pounded in his throat. Then, without thinking, his body finally snapped into motion. He jumped up, threw on his boots, and burst out of the tent. What made it worse, what twisted the fear into something primal, was that the footsteps had come from the direction he had entered the trail. The way back to safety was now blocked. He had no choice but to run deeper into the forest. He sprinted as fast as he could, crashing through brush and low branches. But behind him, he could hear more footsteps, multiple, and they weren't in sync.
Well, what the freak, nigga? That boy came across a cult. Came across a cult, y'all. Came across a cult. Some type of people, bro, they kill people. No telling what the freak. Multiple footsteps. What came across a cult. Came across a cult, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be saying. If y'all know what a cult is, it's a group of it's a group of people, bro. They do the most. I'm talking about they kill people. They do some type of stuff like that. Carts, indulging a dog in the duck's back. Bro, they do just weird rituals, all type of stuff. That's what a cult. I want y'all to look at what a cult is, bro. They be in the woods, bro. They be in the woods, bro. It's just a group of people that just be in the woods doing crazy stuff.
He sprinted as fast as he could, crashing through brush and low branches. But behind him, he could hear more footsteps, multiple, and they weren't in sync. The sounds overlapped, too fast and scattered to just be one person. There were two of them, maybe more. For 5 straight minutes, he ran until his lungs burned
Man,
and his legs begged for rest.
What?
He found a dense cluster of trees and dove into the underbrush, burying himself in leaves and tangled roots. He didn't move. He barely breathed. The footsteps faded, distant now, but he didn't dare come out. He waited, still and silent in the dark. Eventually, he knew he had to move.
Gotta go.
He crawled through the forest with branches cutting into his arms and legs. Every step was slow and careful. When the trees finally began to thin, he broke into one final sprint. He recognized the trailhead, the way out, and he ran without stopping. No one followed him after that. The forest was quiet, but the damage was done. He got back to his accommodation and immediately reported the incident to the police. They took his statement and promised to investigate, but he never heard anything back. To this day, Ryan believes the people who chased him were the same ones who built that bizarre shrine of carts and dolls. What they were doing out there and what they wanted, he doesn't know, but it was more than just a creepy encounter. To him, it felt ritualistic, cult-like. He finished his contract and returned home, but the memory never left him. He still remembers the sound of the footsteps, the whistling, and the feeling of helplessness. If there's anything to learn from this story, it would be to trust your instincts. If you find something that doesn't feel right, you should leave. Ryan almost didn't, and he knows he might not have lived to tell the story if he had stayed. This video was me experimenting with a slightly different style. If any of you have personal scary experiences that include photos or videos and you'd like to submit them, email them to me and I'll try to make this style of video a new series. Also, if you haven't already, click the bell icon and turn on all notifications because apparently only 15% of you have done so, and that would really help out the channel.
Yeah, so that right there, you know what I mean? That right there, man. End of the stream, man. I told you I got a box. So, you know, I gotta get ready for boxing, bro. So, you know, 4:35. Tomorrow is Saturday though, so I don't have boxing class. We'll do long streams. You know what I'm saying? Long freaking streams, bro. You know what I mean? Saturday and Sunday. I mean Sunday, shoot. You know what I mean? Sunday we will not stream or videos. Saturday, you know what I mean? But Saturday, man, expect a long stream. You know what I mean? I give y'all a lot of videos throughout these streams, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you, bro. To live stream the draft tomorrow, I cannot do that. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you, man. But yeah, that's your boy Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Busy, your boy Jay out. Do firm.